So the last thing I want to show you guys is another thing that I've seen clients do as a mistake. So you see that we're left with this widget 4 as a negative quantity on hand. If we come over to our inventory evaluation, we don't see that widget 4 at all. Okay, I want to take you one step further and show you another issue that this causes. If we go to our balance sheet, and we'll run it as of the same date. So our balance sheet shows us that our inventory asset value is negative $5,000. But when we came over here, this report showed that it was a positive $10,000. So you can see that right now, our balance sheet and our detailed report for inventory, they don't tie together. And when you think about all of your sub-accounts on the balance sheet, so your open accounts receivable, your inventory asset, your open accounts payable, they should always have the same matching balance that your balance sheet has. If they don't, that tells you that something has been done that affects one or the other. In this case, what happened is the client saw that they had this negative widget here. We have a negative 100. And they said, you know what? We don't use this part any longer. We don't need this part any longer. And so what they've done is they've come over here to their item list and they've made that part inactive. Okay. So the reason why I tell you this is because even if you make an item inactive and it has a positive or negative quantity on hand, that does not get removed out of your file. It is still attached to your balance in your file. So I want to show you before, so I'm going to make it back active. Okay, so we can see our widget 4, we have a negative quantity. And when someone decided, I want to make it inactive because we no longer use that part, you're going to see this big pop-up. And it says, hold on, wait. You should not do this because you have a quantity on hand. So it gives you this big warning, but it does still allow you to do it. So when you make it inactive, even though it's inactive in the background, it's still part of your file. So let me show you at your inventory evaluation, there's this little box that says show inactive inventory items. And when I click on that, you're going to see what happens. Guess what came back? Our widget 4, and now look at our asset value. We're at a negative 5,000. So it is very important that before you make an item inactive, that you make sure that you do that inventory adjustment to remove any quantity on hand. Okay? So that's how we correct our negative inventory.